Jay approaches and kicks it. Taken by an up man, and that's Bykovsky. And he'll be taken down right around the 38-yard line, and that's where Trimble will start tonight's opening possession. Quarterback for Trimble is Isaac Stanley. He's 34 for 59 on the year, passing for 566 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging 16.5 yards of completion. Stanley over center, man in motion.
Looked like
Stanley keeps it himself. He'll take it to the 40-yard line, a gain of about 2.
Nice surge by the defensive line there. The man in motion couldn't clear. He was cut off by the penetration, and I don't think that was a design play for the quarterback to run, but he did pick up 2 out of it.
2nd down and 8 for Trimble, just across their own 40-yard line. Tomcats out of the I formation. Again, Isaac Stanley at quarterback. Stanley takes a snap. He hands it off to Blake Fouts, who has a little bit of running room, takes it out to the 46. He'll gain about 6. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 2 for the Cats.
Little trap inside, and Brer Lewis brings him down.
Blake Fouts, he's rushed for 450 yards for the Tomcats, averaging 6 yards a carry. He's got 4 touchdowns. 3rd down and 2 for Trimble on their own 46-yard line. Trimble out of the I formation. Stanley over center. Pitches it out on the right side to Fouts, looking for the 1st down. And it looks like the Buckeyes have stopped him right around the line of scrimmage.
Nice pursuit by Polly and Talbert. I'm not sure who turned it in there. Looks like it was Norway turned it in. A nice job. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. So we'll see what Trimble elects to do.
No gain on the play. The ball spotted at the Cat 46-yard line.
Buckeyes got to watch the hard count here.
And Blake Fouts will punt it away for Trimble. The Buckeyes with Jay Edwards and Derek Arnold back deep.
And that ball just shoots right through the middle of the line. I can't believe it didn't hit anybody. That ball wasn't 3 foot off the ground, but gets a good roll.
It's down at the Buckeye 21, and that's where Nelsonville-York will have their first possession of the evening. No score, 9:55 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes 1st down and 10 from their own 21. And Michael Barrick is at quarterback. The sophomore, Jay Edwards, has moved to tailback. Bear Lewis at fullback. And Barrick will hand it off to Jay Edwards. And nice second effort gets him out to about the 24, just across the 23.
Picks up about 2. That play called by Bill Newland.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 8. Jay Edwards has rushed for 534 yards on the season, a 9.5 yard per carry, and 8 touchdowns rushing for Jay Edwards.
And Zach Talbert is probably the biggest wing back you'll see on the field anywhere, but to his advantage, he's got a great set of hands.
Talbert in motion. 2nd down and 8 for the Buckeyes. Pitch out coming to Jay Edwards. And now Jay breaks it back across the middle, and he'll take it out to the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. The Buckeyes will be a couple yards shy of a 1st down. Good job by Jay to cut it back up to the middle. Looked like the Tomcats had the outside closed off. Buckeyes 3rd down and about 2 on their own 29-yard line. Michael Barrick at quarterback for the Buckeyes. A man split out on each side. Bear Lewis at fullback. Jay Edwards at tailback. Barrick takes the snap. He hands it off to Bear Lewis. And he's going to be stopped shy of a 1st down. He gets it across the 30, but the Buckeyes needed to get across the 31.
And the Buckeyes look like they're going to punt.
8:17 to play in the first quarter, no score. Back deep for Trimble will be Joe Ing, along with Adam Mulford. Jay Edwards will punt it away for Nelsonville-York. Edwards gets it away. Takes a Buckeye bounce inside the 40. And Nelsonville-York will down it just outside the Trimble 35-yard line. So the Tomcats will have their second possession. $7:50 to play in the first quarter here at Boston Field.
A lot of emotions at first series, and it'll settle down after a couple, but both teams sky high out here.
Of course, we had a lot of rain today, but it's not raining right now. Tomcats out of the I formation on their own 36-yard line, first down and 10. Stanley, the quarterback, takes a snap, and he's back to pass, being rushed. Stanley nearly gets away, but he'll be taken down.
Nice job in there. Zach Talbert come through that line from the defensive tackle position untouched and drops him for about an 11-yard loss.
And that's going to be key for the Buckeyes. As I said earlier, Stanley has passed for 566 yards on the season already. And again, the best pass defense is a good rush, and the Buckeyes got it there.
He will throw the ball, and they got good receivers, but you got to be able to protect him up front.
Loss of about 13 back to the 25-yard line. It's second down and about 23. Stanley takes a snap, hands it off to Fouts, who has running room, and he'll be taken down at the Tomcat 33. He'll gain about 8.
14 yards on 3 carries for Fouts. Brings up third down and about 13.
Of course, Blake Fouts last year was looking good for the Tomcats, and then he went down with an injury. And again, as I said earlier, he's rushed for 450 yards for Trimble in their first 4 games. Third down and about 12 for the Tomcats on their own 33-yard line.
Zach Talbert's bumped over to nose guard. Randy Dennis in at the tackle.
Fake pitch. Stanley back to pass. There's over the middle.
And Jay Edwards picks it off. He picks it off
at the 45.
That's the first turnover.
So the Buckeyes will take over at the Trimble 45-yard line. 6:16 to play in the first quarter, no score. Of course, last week at Crooksville, the Buckeyes moved Jay back from a linebacker position more into a safety position, let him roam around a little bit, and it pays off for the Buckeyes there. Michael Barrick, the quarterback for Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes first and 10 at the Trimble 45. Edwards goes in motion to this side. Barrick pitches it out to Bear Lewis, and Trimble is all over it. And that's going to be a 2-yard loss for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes on the pitch there. Looked like Barrick might have bobbled that snap, so he got it out to Bear just a hair late. And that give Trimble time to get over to him. And as you said, loss of 2 on the play. Might be a loss of 3. Second down 13, we'll call it.
Almost 3. It's resting between the Trimble 47 and 48. The Buckeyes second down and about 12. Going out of the I formation. Barrick will pitch it out to Edwards on the left side. Trimble all over it. And they take Edwards down for a big loss.
Now they're playing the pitch. There is no doubt about it. Buckeyes may just elect to go right at him. Third down and long. We'll see what the Buckeyes do.
Third down and about 17 for Nelsonville-York. 5:45 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes out of the I formation. 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Michael Barrick, the quarterback. Barrick takes the snap. And he hands it off to Jay Edwards on a draw play. And Jay
has a first down.
Still going for the first down.
Real close.
He may be just shy of it.
It's going to be third and short, but I would say the Buckeyes will not punt at this position on the field.
They're actually about 4 yards shy of a first down. I thought he got it to within a couple yards.
Looked like he got shoved out of bounds there.
It's spotted at the Trimble 39, and the Buckeyes will probably go for it. So Buckeyes now 4th and 4 at the Trimble 39-yard line. Nelsonville-York will go out of the power I formation.
Buckeyes in the power I, as you said.
Merrick takes the snap, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards fighting, he's got the first down.
Got the first down by a yard. Nice run.
Nice run. Everybody in this place knew what was coming with the Buckeyes out of the power I.
You got Zach Talbert in there, who's a natural fullback playing wing, and Bear, who runs that full all last year. They let Jay up in there, and they really cleared a hole.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Trimble 33-yard line. No score with 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Bear Lewis on the left side. Bear with running room. Bear crosses the 20, and he's taken down inside the 15, right around the 14.
Bear's going to rip off about 25 yards there. Nice lead block, Jay Edwards with the lead block, and Bear stepped it outside, and he's a tailback moved into fullback, so what he is. We got 2 tailbacks in the backfield right now.
Of course, Bear very versatile. Played fullback for the Buckeyes, moved to tailback, and now back to fullback.
And you know, that is just a tribute to the way that young man is. Had no problem with moving to fullback. Zach Talbert on the carry for the Buckeyes.
Around the left side, he'll take it down to about the 11, a gain of a couple.
He's going to pick up, looks like about 3. His first carry of the night.
Buckeyes 2nd down and about 8 at the 11-yard line of Trimble. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, no score.
Buckeyes driving, got a turnover. Jay Edwards interception.
Buckeyes out of the power I. Talbert, Lewis, and Edwards in the backfield. Barrick at quarterback. And the Buckeyes had a man move on this end.
Yep, we lifted a foot, looked like.
Illegal procedure. And that'll spot it back at the 16, where the Buckeyes will have 2nd down and 13.
Second down and 13 for the Buckeyes.
We talk about Trimble's close wins the last 2 years to win this game. When the Buckeyes last won this game back in 2003, it was 21-18, Nelsonville-York, another close one.
It was a real close one.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 13. To Trimble 16, handoff to Bear Lewis. Bear keeping his feet, and Bear will take it down to the 5-yard line, gain of 11.
Just a yard short of a first down.
Buckeyes will have 3rd and 1.
I tell you, they're so keyed up on Jay that you can't ignore Bear Lewis. My God, he's a great athlete, and he run right up in there.
So the Buckeyes facing a 3rd down and a little over 1, maybe a yard and a half to go.
2 downs to get it, but let's hope the Buckeyes don't need that extra down.
Buckeyes will go out of the power I. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Takes a snap, handoff to Bear Lewis, and he's hit and dropped right around the line of scrimmage.
And
might have been a loss of a half yard.
4th down. Buckeyes have converted a 4th down earlier in the drive, so they're going to have to again to keep it going.
That'll bring up 4th down and 2 for the Buckeyes. Ball spotted right around the 6-yard line of Trimble. Buckeyes going for it on 4th and 2. Once again out of the power I with Lewis, Talbert, and Edwards in the backfield. Michael Barrick, the quarterback, takes a snap, pitches it out to Jay Edwards, cuts it up. Now Edwards, and he's taken down right at the 5-yard line, and Trimble has held on downs.
And that'll be first down going the other way for Trimble. They held. Big defensive stand for the Tomcats.
2:18 to play in the first quarter, no score. Now, obviously, it's up to the Buckeye defense. They got the big turnover, but they need to hold Trimble here and get the Buckeye offense good field position once again. Trimble will try to get it out of the hole.
Buckeye defense has scored a couple this year.
First down and 10. Tomcats on their own 5-yard line. You expect them to give it to Blake Fouts in this situation. And the handoff goes to Fouts, and he has some running room, and he'll take it out to about the 14-yard line. Gain of 9.
Four carries, 23 yards for Fouts.
Second down and 1 for the Tomcats. Ball resting at the Trimble 14. Isaac Stanley at quarterback for the Tomcats. And we have an official timeout.
And I believe he just lost a mouthpiece, and we just threw one to the sideline. So I think it might be the one of the players found one on the field. They're throwing him out a new one. He'll be ready to go.
1:46 to play here in the first quarter. The Buckeyes with tonight's first threat, but Trimble turns away Nelsonville-York on a 4th and 2. Now it's 2nd and 1 for the Trimble Tomcats. Stanley, the quarterback, hands it off to Blake Fouts. He's got room once again. He crosses a 20.
The ball's fumbled, and the Buckeyes are on it.
The Buckeyes have recovered.
Number 60, Randy Dennis, on the ball. Nice job.
So the Buckeyes will take over at the 24 of Trimble.
Second turnover on the Buckeyes, or second turnover the Buckeyes have received. Second on the Tomcats, but the Buckeyes yet to turn them into points.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Trimble 24 after the Tomcat fumble. Michael Barrick at quarterback, Edwards and Lewis in the Buckeye backfield. Talbert in motion. Barrick pitches it out to Edwards. Jay trying to get away, and he's taken down right around the 22, a gain of 2.
Now we'll give him 3 on the play.
Was a gain of 3. Second down and 7 for Nelsonville-York. Nice crowd on hand as always. A lot of people standing around the field. Buckeyes second down and about 7 at the Trimble 21. 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. No score. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Buckeyes out of the eye. And he throws it over the middle. Caught by Adam Wagner. The ball's loose, but they said he never did have it. It's an incomplete pass.
Ball was incomplete.
So to bring up 3rd and 7 for Nelsonville-York.
Put it up there high where Big Country could go up for it and just couldn't bring it down.
So the Buckeyes once again in 4-down territory. They got a 3rd down and 7 situation at the Trimble 21. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Barrick back to pass, hands it off to Jay Edwards on a draw. Gets it to the outside, dives forward, and he may be just a little bit shy of a first down.
He's going to be right there at the flag. He's going to be shy of it, but it is right on the flag.
So the Buckeyes will have a 4th down and 1. Of course, Trimble held the Buckeyes on 4th and 2 moments ago. Ball resting at the Trimble 15. It's 4th and 1 for Nelsonville-York.
All right, I'll tell you, Jarek Dexter is doing a nice job on their nose guard. We might run right behind him.
Bear Lewis at fullback, Jay Edwards the tailback, Michael Barrick at quarterback. Buckeyes 4th and 1. Handoff to Bear Lewis, and he's got a Buckeye first down as he takes it to the Trimble 11.
Lewis, the workhorse in there. He gets the first down. Nice run. And they run right up behind Jarek Dexter there. And as I said, he's doing a number on that nose guard right now. Jarek, probably one of our best offensive linemen for the Buckeyes at center.
Nathan Fox coming in with the Buckeye play. Clock running at 13 seconds to play in the first quarter. See if the Buckeyes will get off another play before quarter ends.
It doesn't look like they will.
Down to 3. Buckeyes look like they were just going to get it off, but the officials rule the quarter has come to a close. At the end of the first quarter here at Boston Field, it's the Buckeyes nothing and the Tomcats nothing. Buckeyes will have it first down and 10 inside the Trimble 12-yard line as we begin the second quarter of play. This is the second time the Buckeyes have threatened. Nelsonville-York first and 10 at the 11-yard line of Trimble. Michael Barrick, the quarterback, takes a snap, hands it off to Bear Lewis, and he'll be taken down right around the 9-yard line, a gain of 2.
Seven carries, 45 yards for Bear.
Mark Chrisman on the tackle for the Tomcats.
He's in there at that middle linebacker position. Comes up, makes the hit.
He's a good one for Trimble. Buckeyes out of the I formation, second down. And about 8 to go for Nelsonville-York. Hand off to Jay Edwards. Jay still fighting, and he'll take it down to the 6-yard line. And the Buckeyes will have a third down and 4.
Blake Fouts on the tackle for the Tomcats.
So the Tomcats trying to hold once again. The Buckeyes threatening. Third down and 4 for Nelsonville-York. They'll go out of the power I. Michael Barrick at quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to Bear Lewis straight up the middle, and he'll get it down to the 4. And it's going to bring up fourth down at about 2. And this is the situation the Buckeyes were in minutes ago. Down on the other end of the field, they had a 4th and 2, and the Tomcats held. Ball resting right around the 4-yard line of the Tomcats. Again, it's 4th and 2 for the Buckeyes.
Tomcats defense playing stiff here. Buckeyes trying to get to pay dirt.
Buckeyes out of the power I formation. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Takes the snap, hands it off to Edwards. The ball's loose, and it's recovered by Trimble at the 3-yard line. So the Tomcats will take over at the 3, and that's twice the Buckeyes have been down deep in the Tomcat territory and have come up empty. 10 minutes to play in the first half, no score. So the Tomcats take over on their own 3-yard line.
The Buckeyes and Tomcats trading turnovers right now. Buckeyes with 1 turnover, Tomcats with 2.
Isaac Stanley, the quarterback. Blake Fouts, the lone running back for Trimble. Actually, it looks like they're in the I formation. Handoff goes to Fouts. He's got running room as he'll take it out to about the 9-yard line, a gain of 5.
I believe Zach Talbot tripped him up.
9:45 to play in the first half, no score. Tomcats second down and about 5 on their own 9-yard line. Trimble out of the I formation. 2 receivers split to the far side. Stanley takes a snap, hands it off to Fouts, and he's got some running room once again as he'll take it out to the 15, a gain of 6.
And we have a flag on the play. We'll see what we got.
And
block in the back, like a clip. That's first penalty on either team, I believe. Well, the Buckeyes moved earlier, got a 5-yarder.
Illegal procedure.
Down in the red zone, so that was a big penalty then, too.
9:20 to play in the first half, no score.
And it's from the spot of the infraction, so we'll see where it moves it back to.
Again, Fouts picked up the first down, but penalty on Trimble. And now it will be marched off.
Nathan Johnson into the game at defensive end for the Buckeyes.
And it will be spotted back at the 6-yard line. Trimble will have second down and about 8.
Trimble spreading the field.
Tomcats out of the I formation once again. Stanley with a hard count. He'll hand it off to Fouts, and he's upended. And finally, the Buckeyes able to stop Fouts.
Zach Talbert once again.
And that'll be a 2-yard loss, and it'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Trimble.
Seven carries, 33 yards for Fouts.
Interesting call for Coach Phil Ferris here. You got a good quarterback in Stanley, but yet you're back on your own 3-yard line.
Well, his defense is playing well, so I look for Coach Ferris to play it safe.
Stanley will roll to the left, being rushed, and he's going to go down right around the 8-yard line. Be about 5 yards shy, 6 yards shy of a first down. Pickup of 4. 8:25 to play in the first half, no score, and the Buckeyes look to have good field position once again for the offense. Derek Arnold and Jay Edwards back deep for Nelsonville-York. Blake Fouts will punt it away for Trimble on a 4th and 6 situation.
And another low one.
And it's picked up
by Fox. Caught it on the
he's
fly.
He's going to take it inside the 5.
Great job. My gosh, that was a hard ball to catch.
It looked like a fastball.
He just picked that ball off looking like a shortstop and run it right down the field. What a heads-up play by Fox.
So the Buckeyes will have it at the Tomcat 6-yard line. And how many times can you ask the Trimble defense to stop Nelsonville-York deep?
They've done it twice already. The Buckeyes still yet to hit pay dirt, and this could be the big break the Buckeyes needed. Nathan Fox with a huge special teams play.
Buckeyes first and goal at the Trimble 6. Out of the I formation, Nelsonville-York. Barrick will pitch it out to Edwards this side, and Jay will go down for a 4-yard loss at the 10.
They're attacking that on the... They're attacking that pitch very well right now. They are disregarding any receivers. And the Buckeyes, when they pitch that ball out, Trimble all over them.
So Buckeyes second and goal from the Trimble 10. Buckeyes out of the power I. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Buckeyes second and goal from the Tomcat 10. Barrick fakes the handoff, looking for a receiver, throws, and it is caught
on the
1-yard line.
1-yard line. Josh Clifton brought it in. Nice job, nice pass and catch. The Buckeyes with 3rd and goal on the 1.
Nice pass by the sophomore, Michael Barrick.
Barrick on the rollout, and that's what we were saying. They were just really disregarding the quarterback and the pass. And the Buckeyes get it up there.
So the Buckeyes 3rd and goal at the 1. They're not in yet.
Not yet.
Lewis and Edwards, the running backs for the Buckeyes. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Handoff goes to Lewis, and he's in for a Buckeye touchdown.
Lewis with 9 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown.
Buckeyes up 6-0. And let's see if they attempt the point after touchdown. It looks like Jay Edwards will kick it.
Buckeyes finally hit pay dirt, set up with a great special teams play by Nathan Fox.
Line drive punt by Blake Fouts, and Fox just took it on the line about 10 yards up the field, 15 yards up the field, and ran it back inside the 5. Timeout called by Nelsonville-York. 6:57 to play. In the first half, it's 6-0 Buckeyes. And now the Buckeyes will go for 2. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Jay Edwards in motion. Barrick pitches it out to Lewis, running for the corner, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So the Buckeyes call a timeout and then decide to go for 2. And it pays off for Nelsonville-York. They lead 8-0 with 6:57 to play in the first half. Bear Lewis will kick it away for Nelsonville-York. Blake Fouts and Nick Ing back deep to receive for Trimble. Again, Bear Lewis will kick it away. Bear approaches and kicks. It's a roller up the field, taken by an up man. Trimble's going to have good field position on their own 43.
Ward on the tackle for the Buckeyes, coming in there. Patrick Ward making the tackle. Not bad field position, though. Anytime you can get the ball on the 43, I'm sure Trimble will take it.
Coach Phil Ferris in his 13th year as a head coach. Dave Boston in his 4th year here at Nelsonville-York. Of course, he coached 9 seasons at Alexander.
Very successful at Alexander. Won a few championships there and won 3 of them at Nelsonville-York.
Isaac Stanley at quarterback. Trimble 1st and 10. Fake handoff to Fouts.
Oh,
Stanley
and that's going to be a hold.
The hold comes in, pass down the field, and it's caught.
And that's going to come back. They just tackled.
I believe that's Chris Runyon that will go all the way for the touchdown, but a flag is down.
A flag down, and that one's coming back because they just tackled our defensive tackle coming in there. I'll tell you who it was number 57 that was being held, and that's Josh Lyon. They had a hold of him in a big way, and it was easy to see.
All the fans around us were up yelling for it before the flag came in.
Oh, it was an easy one to pick out there.
So now the penalty for holding will be marched off against the Tomcats. And Trimble will have it on their own 30-yard line. They need to get it to the Buckeye 47 for a first down.
And I tell you what, the Josh Lyon probably gets a sack. He got to him just as he released the ball, and he was being tackled on the play.
First and about 23 for the Tomcats. They'll go out of the I formation from their own 30. Stanley rolls to this side, and he throws, and it is complete.
Oh, nice hit.
A nice hit by Jay Edwards, but the pass is caught by Scott Bykowski. Bykowski, the leading receiver for the Tomcats, he comes into this game with 9 receptions for 184 yards, which is 20 yards per reception. They pick up about 10. It brings up 2nd and 13 for Trimble on their own 41-yard line. It's a nice play for the Tomcats. They get a big chunk back.
The only thing that makes it better is you catch the ball.
Isaac Stanley at quarterback. Trimble out of the eye. And we have flags coming in. It looked like we have movement on Trimble.
And Jason Whitmore in at nose right now. The Buckeyes shuffling him in. He got some nice penetration.
Legal procedure on the Tomcats.
And that's going to move them back. And looks like they may have to roll out and throw the ball again.
Tomcats, 3rd down and long. They have to pick up about 28 yards for a first down. Bykowski in motion to this side. Stanley will pitch it out, and Fouts will kick a quick kick Nice strategy by the Tomcats.
Yep, going to get a good roll on it.
And Trimble will down it at the Buckeye 32. 5:12 to play here in the first half. 8-0 Buckeyes. Buckeyes, first down and 10. Buckeyes with it on their own 32-yard line. And the handoff will go to Jay Edwards, and they're going to bottle him up. It's going to be a loss of 1 back to the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Buckeyes.
Front line's going to have to sustain their blocks. Coach Boston not happy. They're letting them loose out there.
Nelsonville-York calls timeout, leading 8-0, 4:58 to play in the first half. Buckeyes, 2nd down and 11.
Coach Boston giving a pep talk to his offensive line, I would say.
Buckeyes with it on their own 31-yard line, 4:58 to play in the first half. Michael Barrick back to pass, looking for a receiver, throws, and it's incomplete. Bear Lewis, the intended receiver. And the Buckeyes will face 3rd down and 11. Of course, also playing tonight is Alexander at Federal Hockey.
And that's a good one. We heard a score earlier. Good tight game, just as this one is.
Buckeyes 3rd down and 11 on their own 31-yard line. They'll go out of the I formation. Michael Barrick, the quarterback, takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws, and he hits Jay Edwards with it, crosses the 40, and he's got a first down.
He's right on the line. We'll see where he's at. He is right on it. We might have a measurement here.
He's got a first down. They're spotting it at the 42.5-yard line. The Buckeyes needed to get to the 42.
And they're going to stop it and get an official measurement.
It looks like he has it by at least the length of a football. 4:45 to play in the second quarter. Buckeyes leading 8-0. Chain gang comes out. And it's first down and 10 for the Buckeyes. Nice pass by Michael Barrett. Put it right on the numbers to Jay Edwards.
You got a lot of touch on that ball, and Jay brings it in and gets enough for a first down. Buckeyes keep the drive moving. 4:45 left on the clock. They'll spot this ball and get the clock rolling.
Bear Lewis at fullback, Jay Edwards at tailback, Michael Barrick at quarterback. The Buckeyes 2 receivers split out to the far side, 1 to this side. Michael Barrick takes a snap. Option play. Barrick keeps it himself, and he'll pick up a couple to the 45. 2nd down and 8. Next week, Nelsonville-York will begin league play. Buckeyes seeking their 4th straight TVC Ohio Division Championship. They'll play at Vinton County next week. And Trimble will open up Hocking Division play at Eastern.
Trimble should have no problem with Eastern. Eastern having a rough year this year. Vinton County knocking off Medford
Big win last night
yeah.
for the Vikings.
Big win for Coach Yates down there at Vinton County.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 8 on their own 45-yard line. And Barrick will keep it himself, and he'll take it out to about the 47, a gain of 2.
Jarek Dexter doing a heck of a job on that nose guard right now. He's burying him just about every play.
Not only the fact that Vinton County won, but how they won. I believe it was like 23 to nothing.
And,
Medford.
Even kicked a field goal, about a 23-yard field goal in that game. So Vinton County opening things up a little bit.
Clock running, 3:17 to play in the first half. The Buckeyes leading by 8. And it's 3rd and 5 for Nelsonville-York on their own 47. Barrick hands it off to Bear Lewis, and he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Jarek Dexter once again driving a nose guard 10 yards down the field.
I believe that was Charles Ferris on the tackle. 4th down and 5 for the Buckeyes on their own 47. Nelsonville-York will punt it away with 2:48 to play in the first half. Of course, Nelsonville-York has the ball coming out to begin the second half. Jay Edwards will punt it away. Low liner bounces inside the 40. Picked up, I believe that's Ing on the far side, and he'll be taken down at the 38-yard line. That was Joe Ing on the return.
Nice coverage. Adam Barber bringing him down.
So Trimble with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left to work with here in the first half, trailing the Buckeyes by 8, and they'll have the ball on their own 38-yard line. Again, as we said earlier, it's been a rainy day in southeast Ohio, but not raining right now here at Boston Field. And of course, a great drainage system on this turf. Trimble will go out of the I formation. 1st and 10 from their own 38. Isaac Stanley at quarterback.
And looked like he backed out of there. So we'll see if they got him or got the Buckeyes. It looked like the quarterback backed out.
And it's
they called that on the Buckeyes. Wow. I'll tell you, the quarterback come out from under center. Wow, got a break there.
So Trimble will have it 1st and 5 on their own 43. Tomcats out of the I formation. Crispin comes over to this side. Isaac Stanley at quarterback for the Tomcats. Stanley will pitch it out to Blake Fouts coming to this side. Blake with some running room, and he's hit pretty hard, but not before he picks up about 5 yards. Looks like he's got a Trimble 1st down.
He's close to it.
Maybe just shy of it by inches.
Trevor Polly. Well, where the ball's setting, it looks like it should be a 1st down. They're going to measure. I would say he's got it by the nose of the ball.
There's 1:57 left here in the first half. The Buckeyes leading the Tomcats 8-0. Once again, the officials will measure.
And as I said,
looks like he might be just inches shy, trying to eye it up over here.
It is shy.
And it is shy. It looks like maybe 4 inches.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down, 1 yard to go. A down you got to be careful on if you're a Buckeye.
You don't know what's coming. They could hand it off and just pick up the 1st down, or they might play action and pass. Of course, we haven't mentioned yet the bleachers here on the home side, just beautiful.
And it's a good thing they got them done for this game because they are filled from one end to the other.
Tomcats, 2nd down and inches to go. 1:47 to play in the first half. Stanley at quarterback. Pitches out to Fouts. He's going to pass. And he throws, and it's incomplete, and a flag comes in. It'll probably be pass interference on the Buckeyes.
Man. Jay running right with him, step for step.
Pass interference on Nelsonville-York. And that'll be a 15-yard penalty on the Buckeyes. And they'll spot it at the Nelsonville-York 37-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 Tomcats. 1:36 to play in the first half. Chris Runyon comes in with the Tomcat play. Trimble 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 37. Isaac Stanley at quarterback for the Tomcats. Trimble out of the eye. Bykowski at fullback. Fouts at tailback. Handoff goes to Fouts on the left side. Finds a little bit of running room. Takes it to the Buckeye 35. A gain of about 2. Clock running. 1:14 to play.
.40 yards on 9 carries for Fouts.
Trimble 2nd down and 8 at the Buckeye 35-yard line. And Stanley will go out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to this side. Stanley being rushed. And Stanley will go down back at the 40.
Zach Talbert once again. He's not going to outrun Zach. Zach's got some pretty good wheels on him. And Trimble calls timeout. 3rd and long.
36 seconds to play in the first half. The Buckeyes are leading 8-0. Tomcats 3rd down and about 14.
And I'll tell you, they had to call a timeout. You have to come. He come off the sidelines and didn't come past the numbers. There's a rule you have to come on to the numbers or the hash before when you come off the sidelines, or it's a penalty, and Trimble has to burn another timeout. There he is. He stayed out there. And this time they set it up right off the sidelines. Coach Ferris got them all straightened out. This time has the guys where he wants them to be.
So the Tomcats 3rd down and about 14 on the Buckeye 41-yard line. Stanley out of the shotgun. Back to pass, being rushed, throws over the middle, and it is caught by Blake Fouts.
Tackled by Fox on the play.
Down at the Buckeye 32, and it's 4th down and 5 for Trimble. They'll hurry it up.
He can't spike it.
Clock at 20 seconds. Stanley takes a snap, being rushed, and Stanley will go down. He's trying to get away from Buckeye pressure, and he stumbles and falls back at the 40. And really, Stanley didn't have a chance, even if he would have kept his footing.
Buckeyes bringing the pressure.
So the Buckeyes hold on downs and will take over on their own 40-yard line with just 15 seconds to play in the first half.
.15 seconds, and the Buckeyes have the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what they do. They might just try something safe and move it right up the middle, and they might spread it out and throw it. Barrick's going to be in the gun with Talbert in the backfield with him.
Buckeyes may run a draw play out of this.
And that's possible. Talbert's got some pretty good wheels.
Barrick back to pass. Now he's throwing long towards Jay Edwards, and it's incomplete.
Ball tipped a couple times. Went through Jay's hands,
Fouts that might have been the one to deflect it away. It was either him or Charles Ferris of Trimble. Buckeyes 2nd down and 10 from their own 41. Of course, again, Nelsonville-York will have the ball coming out in the second half. Trimble won the toss and elected to receive the opening kickoff. 9.3 seconds to play in the second quarter. The Buckeyes leading by 8. And Nelsonville-York will go out of the I formation. Might even see the Buckeyes pull off a halfback pass like Trimble did with Blake Fouts with Jay Edwards at tailback. Barrick back to pass, throwing long towards Clifton, and Clifton will not make the catch. I thought he was going to pull it in, but it's broken up by the Tomcats.
Looked like he was going to. He got behind the Tomcat defender and should have hauled that ball in about the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, but it falls to the turf. 2.6 seconds left. This will be the last play of the half.
Isaac Stanley and Joe Ing in coverage for the Tomcats to break it up.
Barrick airing it out. Clifton had a catch earlier tonight for 9 yards. A big catch right there on the 1-yard line, but
and this will be the last play of the first half, barring a penalty. 3rd down and 10 for the Buckeyes, and it's going to be a draw play to Jay Edwards. The ball's loose, and of course at this point it doesn't really matter other than if a Tomcat could have picked it up and went with it. But that's going to do it here in the first half at Boston Field. At halftime, Nelsonville-York leads the Tomcats of Trimble 8-0. And Fouts.
And they're offsides.
And it's going to be taken by Jay Edwards right around the 16-yard line. Brings it up the middle of the field. Jay's still going, trying to break away, but he'll give the Buckeyes good field position right around the 44.
It looked as if there was a player about 5 yards ahead of him on the kickoff, but
of course the band always doing a good job. Terry Robb, Janice Paris,
and I believe they had new uniforms.
Yeah, they have on their new uniforms tonight, and they really look nice.
Yep, sure did. The Buckeyes make a change at halftime. Jay Edwards under center for the Buckeyes. Zach Talbert back at fullback, Barrett tail.
Buckeyes leading 8-0 as we begin the second half. And handoff goes to Bear Lewis. And he breaks away. Bear still going. Bear crosses the 40, the 35, and is taken out of bounds right around the 32-yard line.
And that was just, it looked like they had him stopped, and he was pulling his foot loose. Finally got it loose and got it going for the Buckeyes.
Nice run to begin the second half. I believe that was about a 23-yard pickup for Bear Lewis. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the 33 of Trimble. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Jay Edwards at quarterback. Takes the snap, and he'll hand it off to Bear Lewis, left side. Bear breaks away from a would-be tackler and takes it down to about the 23, a gain of close to 10 and maybe 11.
He's going to gain 11. Bear with 11 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown tonight. And I think the defensive schemes went out the window right now. The Buckeyes switching it up, and they're going to have to respect the pass. Jay running the ball from the quarterback position. And the line probably got an earful in that halftime. But as the year has went, the Buckeyes have played really well in the second half.
Buckeyes second down and about a half yard, actually. Hand off to Zach Talbert straight up the middle, and he'll take it down to the 20-yard line. He'll gain about 3 and a Buckeye first down.
Zach with 2 carries, 8 yards on the night. The Buckeyes a little more comfortable in the positions they're at right now, apparently.
And obviously not to say Michael Barrick did a bad job.
No,
he made some nice
Michael Barrick,
for the Buckeyes.
Michael Barrick's our quarterback in the future here, and he's a heck of an athlete.
Made some nice throws in the first half.
And he's in there right now at tight end.
Jay Edwards at quarterback. Buckeyes out of the power I. Hand off to Bear Lewis. He's hit, but he spins away and dives down to the 16, a gain of 3.
Nice job. And Jarek Dexter just absolutely driving his man 5 yards off the ball, 10 yards off the ball every time the ball snapped. He's doing a heck of a job in there.
The center for Nelsonville-York. 10:35 to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes leading 8-0, and they have a second down and 7 situation at the Trimble 16. Buckeyes out of the power I. Edwards takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself. Jay Edwards will dive down to the 11-yard line, a gain of about 5, and the Buckeyes will have 3rd and 2. Mulford and Fouts in on the tackle for Trimble. The Buckeyes have it just outside the Trimble 10, and it's 3rd down and 2.
I have Jay with 30 yards rushing on the night. Trimble did a nice job pinning him in that first half.
Buckeyes with the receiver split out on each side. Talbert at fullback, Lewis at tailback. Edwards keeps it himself straight up the middle, and he'll dive down to about the 8-yard line on his forward progress. It looks like the Buckeyes will have a first down, but we'll have to wait for the spot. First down, Buckeyes, 1st and goal to go.
Nice job in there again, Jarek Dexter, giving us enough.
Ball resting right around the Trimble 8-yard line. The Buckeyes 1st and goal. Buckeyes will go out of the T formation. Fox, Talbert, and Lewis in the backfield. Edwards at quarterback. Takes the snap, hands it off to Talbert, and he'll dive down to about the 4, a gain of 4,
Talbert just a sophomore, and I'll tell you, Big Country did a nice job on that play. He drove his man into the end zone. Buckeyes a little bit fired up here. Adam Wagner driving his man down the field, and that's what the Buckeyes need.
9 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Zach Talbert just a sophomore. 2 more years with Zach.
Buckeyes trying to take a 2-touchdown lead. It's second and goal to go from the Trimble 4. Buckeyes out of the power I. Jay Edwards at quarterback. Jay takes the snap, hands it off to Bear Lewis, and Bear Lewis is in for a Buckeye touchdown from 4 yards out. And it's 14-0 Nelsonville-York.
Bear Lewis with his second touchdown on the night.
Buckeye cannon fires across the way. And Nelsonville-York will attempt the extra point.
Lewis with 90 yards rushing and a touchdown. 2 touchdowns.
Barrick will hold. Jay Edwards will kick. I believe Zach Talbert does the snapping for the Buckeyes. And it's a fake. Snap directly to Jay Edwards. He's going for the corner. The Tomcats are there, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails for Nelsonville-York. But the Buckeyes own a 14-0 lead over Trimble with 8:37 to play in the third quarter. Bear Lewis will kick it away for Nelsonville-York.
Buckeyes take the opening possession of the second half and take it down the sidelines and put it in the end zone.
Blake Fouts, Joe Ing back deep for Trimble. Bear Lewis on the approach, a little squib kick up the field. Of course, it's a free ball picked up by a Tomcat. And he's going to take it out to the 45. So the Tomcats with good field position.
I believe Patrick Norway brings him down.
8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes leading 14-0. Of course, we haven't even got into league season yet, but big game this one is as far as the computer rankings go. Both teams in Division 5, Region 19. The Buckeyes were 9th this week and Trimble 10th.
Yeah, and this is and Trimble's going to have a successful season. That's one thing you can count on from them each year. So this game big for points.
Stanley hands it off to Fouts, and he'll dive forward for a gain of a couple to the 47.
And I believe Fouts is cramping up. I saw him. There he goes. He was the play before that one where he run the ball, he was trying to stretch it out, and I was watching him on the sidelines right after the kick return, and he went out just then, and that's what he's doing. He's not hurt, just cramping up.
Of course, we saw Bear Lewis at Crooksville last week cramping up quite a bit for Nelsonville-York.
One thing about it, Bear should be pretty fresh. He's still got 90 yards rushing, but carrying the ball from fullback.
And a legal procedure on Trimble.
Going to be, it looked like the right tackle or left tackle jumped.
So it'll be second down and 13. They'll spot it back at the Trimble 42-yard line.
And Fouts coming, or that's not Fouts coming back into the game. That's number 15. That's Runyon coming in, bringing the play back in. Fouts still trying to stretch out over there. Number 1, Joe Ing at the tailback right now.
Second down and 13. Stanley back to pass, being rushed, and he'll go down on a sack.
Zach Talbert once again, he has had a huge night. As I said just a couple minutes ago, a sophomore for the Buckeyes. Zach fired up. We got some great upperclassmen. Can't forget about our underclassmen.
Zach Talbert just a sophomore for the Buckeyes.
In that nose guard, I think he might have come from the tackle that time, or he did come from the nose guard position, and recorded another sack.
And it's 3rd and 22 for Trimble back on their own 33. And, of course, the Buckeyes have to watch the screens and draws.
This is not undoable for Trimble. The way they throw the ball and the plays they run, they can get it back in a hurry.
Buckeyes once again after Stanley. He's going to break away, throw long over the middle, and it is complete.
Yep, and Norway right on the play.
And Trimble will be just about a yard shy of a first down.
The fans upset with the mark, and I believe Trimble might have a gripe there.
Oh, and they will spot that. It looked like he actually got about 3 yards further than that.
They're going to have
that looked like a bad spot.
They're going to have a gripe there. But
he was driven back after catching. It looked like he caught it right around the Buckeye 46.
Norway with real good pressure, but they just completed the pass on him. That was a great catch.
Now Trimble will take a timeout. Of course, Blake Fouts, who's cramping up, is their punter, and I'm not sure if that is a problem. If Tomcats were planning on punting the ball on 4th down at about 4 at the Buckeye 49, but Trimble calls the timeout with 6:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Buckeyes leading 14-0. Trimble 4th and 4 at the Buckeye 49. Jay Edwards back deep to receive the punt. Of course, the Buckeyes a little leery. It looks like Trimble may fake it. And Blake Fouts gets the punt away. Jay Edwards will take it at the 20. Jay coming to this side, crosses the 25, the 30, and is taken down at the 32. Nice return by Jay Edwards.
And a flag on the sidelines. I believe the referees heard enough.
Over
on Trimble's sidelines. Yep. And that's
not sure if it'll be a sideline warning or if it will be an unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Trimble. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and the Buckeyes will now have it on their own 46. And they'll spot it on the 47. And it looks like the official across the way is still pretty adamant about quieting down. He must still be hearing it. So the Buckeyes will have it on their own 47-yard line, leading 14-0. The Buckeyes will go out of the I formation. Talbert at fullback, Lewis at tailback, Edwards at quarterback. And the handoff goes to Bear Lewis. He'll try to break it to the outside, and a host of Tomcats will take him down, and a flag comes in late. Looks like a personal foul clip on the Buckeyes.
That's going to move them back.
6:02 to play in the 3rd quarter. Nelsonville-York leading 14-0.
Defense playing well once again for the Buckeyes.
Now it's spotted back at the Buckeye 31-yard line.
From the spot of the infraction, so that come in from the flag.
Buckeyes need about 26 yards for a first down. They need to get to the Trimble 43. It's first down. Edwards keeps it himself on the right side. Jay Edwards still going, across the 40, 45, 50. Crosses the 40. Jay still going. Across the 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
.69 yards.
And the Buckeyes lead it 20-0 with 5:48 to play in the 3rd quarter.
That brings Jay up to 90 yards rushing with a touchdown.
Buckeyes leading at 20-0, 5:48 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Buckeyes will go for 2.
Buckeye fans chanting Jay who.
Jay Edwards at quarterback. He'll hand it off.
Zach Talbert pushing his way ahead. Looks like he was denied.
And he has stopped short, so the two-point conversion attempt fails. But with 5:48 to play in the third quarter, it's Nelsonville-York 20 and Trimble nothing.
Buckeyes with 197 yards rushing on the night. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Buckeyes up 20-0.
Kicking for the Buckeyes will be Mark Campbell.
Marky does a good job for the Buckeyes kicking.
And he kicks it away. Nice kick. It'll go down to the 18-yard line. And Trimble will have it on their own 35. So
Adam Barber.
Trimble was starting on the 43, 45-yard line. So nice kick by Campbell.
Adam Barber on the... Yeah, Mark Campbell does a nice job kicking for the Buckeyes. Again, just a youngster, and he's going to be a player we're going to count on, if not later this year, next year for sure. Quite an athlete.
Tomcats first and 10 on their own 35-yard line. 5:41 to play in the third quarter, and the Buckeyes leading by 3 touchdowns. Isaac Stanley will hand it off. Some running room. And a first down carry, a gain of about 13 yards. I believe that was Blake Fouts.
It was. Good to see him back in there.
Blake, a hard runner for the Tomcats.
He's got 55 yards. 11 carries, 55 yards on the night.
Trimble on their own 48-yard line out of the eye. First down and 10. Stanley at quarterback. And he'll hand it off to Fouts. And he'll go down as he crosses midfield just inside the Buckeye side of the 50. 5:05 to play in the third quarter. Second down and about 8 for the Tomcats right at midfield. Adam Mulford will split out wide to the left. Trimble out of the I formation. Stanley takes a snap. Back to pass on play action, and he's going to go down on another sack.
Nice job. That's Nathan Johnson in there. Gets in there for the sack on for the Buckeyes, and it's going to be another loss of 10. Nathan Johnson comes in from that defensive end position.
Ball spotted at the 41 of Trimble. And it brings up third down and about 17 for the Tomcats. 3 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Stanley out of the shotgun. Buckeyes bringing some pressure. Stanley rolling to this side, and Stanley will go down.
He's going to go down again. He's going to lose another 10 yards on the play.
Isaac Stanley with just no time whatsoever to even look for even his first receiver.
Absolutely no time. And I believe that might have been Arnold that come through there and got him that time.
It's fourth down and about 29 yards to go for the Tomcats. Back on their own 29-yard line, Blake Fouts will punt it away. Derek Arnold and Jay Edwards back deep for the Buckeyes. Nice snap.
Fouts. And that ball's blocked.
And Fouts will cover it up, but the Buckeyes will have it at the Trimble 13.
The Buckeye defensive line really taking over on that series.
And hopefully Blake Fouts,
I think he's just cramping up again. He's trying to stretch out.
On his toes, it looks like. So like you said, it looks like he's cramping. And
the Buckeyes are going to set up shop on about the 12-yard line.
3:20 to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes leading 20-0. We have an injury timeout, and hopefully Blake Fouts will be fine. Buckeyes will have it first and 10 at the Trimble 13 after the block punt. Jay Edwards will go out of the shotgun. There Lewis standing beside Jay. And he hands it off to Bear Lewis. Bear Lewis running hard down to the 5-yard line, a gain of 8.
And they fumbled the ball. Buckeyes fumbled the ball.
And Trimble has it.
Third turnover
Trimble
for
has
the Buckeyes.
recovered. So Trimble will take over on their own 5-yard line, trailing 20-0. Federal Hawking defeated Alexander tonight 26-7, so the Lancers hold on to the Spacer Trophy, the traveling trophy between those two schools.
4-1 on the season. They lost their opener, which they should have probably won. Several chances inside the 10 to score, and lost that thing 6-0, I believe. So Lancers real close to being an undefeated team.
Stanley at quarterback. Trimble 1st and 10 from their own 5. He'll hand it off.
Oh!
And the ball's, I thought the ball was loose. No, but he held on to a big hit for the Buckeyes.
Jay Edwards coming in there and applying the hit. He picks up 2 yards.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 for the Tomcats. 2:47 to play in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes led 8-0 at half. The Buckeyes have added 12 points here in the 3rd quarter. Tomcats 2nd down and about 8 from their own 7-yard line. Stanley with play action.
He better
and he's going to throw, and it's incomplete.
Nathan Fox with a nice play. Got a hand on the ball. Coach Boston asking him to catch that daggone thing. But he went up for it and looked like he might have banged his elbow on somebody's helmet. But Nathan knocking it away.
Looked like the intended receiver was Mark Chrisman, but Joe Ing was also in the area for Trimble.
And almost got the deflected pass. But Nathan Fox doing a nice job for the Buckeyes running with the receivers. Defensive line with a lot of pressure. Once again, Zach Talbert is causing havoc up there.
Tomcats 3rd down and 8 from their own 7-yard line. Isaac Stanley at quarterback. Trimble out of the eye. Stanley will hand it off on a draw.
Oh, and it's a safety.
And let's see where they will mark it. They're going to say he was down at about the foot line.
Daggone, looked like it was it looked like
it looks like the ball's resting on the goal line.
Going to bring up 4th down. I thought for sure they had a safety there. The quarterback run into the running back.
So it's 4th down and about 15 for Trimble.
The defensive line has owned this game in this 2nd half.
Blake Fouts will punt it away, and he's all the way back as far as he can get in the end zone. And
that ball was caught once again by Nathan Fox.
Buckeye.
Nathan Fox catches the line drive punt and runs it in for a touchdown.
And I'm not sure if Nelsonville-York got a hand on it.
I don't believe they did. I don't believe they did. Once again, Nathan Fox picking that ball up like a shortstop, running it in for the touchdown.
Can you say special teams player of the game for the Buckeyes?
I think it's a no-doubter right now, Nathan Fox.
He set up their first touchdown doing that exact same thing and took it inside the 5 to set up the Buckeye offense.
26-0 the score right now. The Buckeyes getting ready to run the extra point. The Buckeyes putting the ball on the right hash. It's hard enough to catch a punt when it's punted 40 yards down the field. Nathan Fox has caught 2 bullets tonight.
Buckeyes going for the 2-point conversion. Jay Edwards at quarterback. Fakes the handoff, and he throws a wide open
Michael
Barrick, and he pulls in the 2-point conversion reception from Jay Edwards. And with 1:40 to play in the 3rd quarter, the Buckeyes have built their lead over Trimble to 28-0.
And Marky Campbell once again kicking off for the Buckeyes. Did a nice job last time. Of course, his dad, a standout athlete at Trimble, Mark Campbell.
Fouts and Ing back deep. This one a little shorter, taken by an up man at the 33. And he'll be taken down right around the 40-yard line of Trimble.
And we'll see who's on the bottom of that pile. I believe it might have been number 68, Patrick Ward.
1:33 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Buckeyes leading 28-0.
Craig Warren on the tackle for the Buckeyes. Nice job by Craig.
Of course, the Tomcats in a bad position with Nelsonville-York's been able to get pressure on Stanley all night long, and especially now they can lay their ears back up by 4 touchdowns.
They've sacked him about 8 times tonight.
Isaac Stanley at quarterback. Trimble 1st and 10 from their own 40, and we've got a reverse coming this side. Ing's going to throw it, and it's towards Chrisman, and he makes the catch and is tackled at the Buckeye 44-yard line.
Nice coverage by Norway, just didn't get there in time. They caught the ball, and the most successful play for him tonight, I believe, double reverse pass.
You always have to be aware of those plays when you play a team coached by Phil Ferris.
Oh, yes.
There isn't a trick play out there that he doesn't know about.
I'm going to have to say you might stick to it right now.
1st and 10 for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 43. Stanley drops back to pass, and being rushed. He gets away from trouble, however, crosses the 50, the 45 of the Buckeyes, and is taken down at the Nelsonville-York 38-yard line. He's a gain of 5.
Pick up 5, and he is running for his life, folks.
Nice game by Stanley, really.
Nice run.
It looked like the Buckeyes had him for another sack, and he'll pick up 5 yards.
He scrambled. He's running for his life, and he picked up 5. He's got 9 yards rushing on the night.
Second down and 5 for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 38-yard line. 1:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. A lot of rain in the area today, but really it's turned out to be a really nice night for high school football. From the opening kickoff on, we've not had any rain.
They were expecting some very heavy downpours, and it's been a good night so far.
2nd and 5 for the Cats. Stanley will throw out on the left side, and it is caught.
Jared Arnold.
That'll be a gain of 8 for Trimble.
Arnold drags him down.
Adam Mulford on the reception for Trimble.
Derek Arnold brought him down.
58 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Now the clock will start again after the movement of the chains. Tomcats 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 30.
Number 28 into the ball game at defensive end, Austin McDonald for the Buckeyes.
Stanley hands off to Fouts, and
nice
he'll
job.
go down after a short gain. Picks up 1 to the 29.
And that was Jared Arnold there on the tackle. Nice job by Jared. It's going to pick up 1 yard.
2nd down and 9 for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 29-yard line. Clock at 15 seconds and running here in the 3rd quarter.
And Jared and Derek brothers out there playing for the Buckeyes.
Isaac Stanley will hand it off. Some running room for Fouts, and he'll dive down to the Buckeye 21. He'll gain about 8.
Brought down by Norway and Edwards.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Tomcats will be facing a 3rd down and about 1 as we begin the final 12 minutes of action. At the end of 3 here at Boston Field, it's Nelsonville-York 28 and Trimble nothing. Tomcats 3rd down and 1 at the Buckeye 21. Out of the I formation, Isaac Stanley at quarterback. Takes a snap. He'll throw a pass over the middle.
And knocked away.
Is incomplete.
Several Buckeyes in the area. Arnold and Norway there.
Intended for Mark Chrisman. So Trimble now with a 4th and 1 at the Buckeye 21.
Probably they've went to a 1-step and a 3-step drop, which has helped helped give him some time. It doesn't give the Buckeyes time to rush in there. When he drops back farther than a 2-step, 3-step drop, Buckeyes have been all over him.
4th and 1, Tomcats out of the eye. Stanley keeps it himself, and let's see if he's got it.
He looks like he got it.
He's right on it, and it looks like he did get it. And it is a 1st down. They spot it inside the Buckeye 20. Trimble 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 19. Ing splits out wide to the right. Tomcats out of the eye. Stanley takes the snap, hands it off to Blake Fouts, and he's hit and dropped by Jay Edwards. What a hit.
Jay Edwards doing a nice job.
Fouts picks up 2 to the 17 on the forward progress.
I believe that Bobby Boucher wore number 8 also. Looked a little bit like him.
2nd down and 8 for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 17-yard line. 11:05 to play in the 4th quarter here at Boston Field on a Saturday evening. Tomcats out of the eye. Stanley takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's hit right as he's thrown.
Fox on the interception.
And Fox will be taken down right around the Buckeye 34.
A flag comes in. I believe one of the Buckeyes got clipped. We'll see what happens here. Flag comes in at the end of the play.
And again, take your hat off to the Buckeye pressure. Stanley was hit right as he threw that ball, which caused the interception. We do have an injury timeout. Hopefully that young man will be okay. 10:39 to play in the 4th quarter. The Buckeyes are leading 28-0. I believe the penalty was holding on Nelsonville-York.
So it is holding. It'll come back, but it is going to be the Buckeye ball as post-possession holding. So Buckeyes will take over, but they'll take over on about their 13-yard line, it looks like.
10:39 to play here in the 4th quarter. The Buckeyes will have it on their own 12-yard line.
Edwards in the gun right now. And the injured player was Jared Arnold. He was up and okay, jogged off the field.
And that was good to see. Buckeyes out of the shotgun. Jay Edwards will keep it himself. Comes to this side. Jay Edwards flying up the field. Crosses the 30. Jay Edwards across the 40. No one's going to catch him.
A flag.
And a late flag comes in back at the Buckeye 28.
Edwards goes 88 yards, and they throw a flag.
It's holding on Nelsonville-York. So we'll bring it back.
Edwards runs 88 yards for a touchdown, and it's going to come back. So each team's had one called back tonight, so we're even in that department.
10:24 to play in the 4th quarter. The Buckeyes leading 28-0.
I just don't think that referee wanted to run down the other end of the field. The Buckeyes have had, in 5 games, 6 touchdowns called back. So that's going to be from the spot of the penalty. And it's going to bring up a 1st down in about 8 or 9 yards, I believe.
Jay Edwards showing his speed and quickness.
He split the defense there, and no one was close to it going into the end zone.
Of course, Jay has been offered by Ohio University to play football for the Bobcats, along with a couple other schools. Still some others talking to him. So the Buckeyes will have a 1st down and 5 from their own 18. Out of the shotgun. Edwards hands it off to Bear Lewis. Now Bear breaks away, crosses the 30, and Bear will go down at the 44-yard line of Nelsonville-York, a gain of about 26 yards.
That puts Bear at 116 yards rushing, and the Buckeyes pouring it on right now.
.16 to play in the 4th quarter. Buckeyes 1st and 10 from their own 43. Nelsonville-York out of the shotgun. Edwards takes the snap, and now he'll run with it. Comes to this side, and now he'll go down at the Buckeye 42, a loss of 1.
Clark got to him. He missed him the first time, and then David Clark got him the second time.
And Bear Lewis down for Nelsonville-York, and hopefully he's just cramping as he was last week. We got an injury timeout. Hopefully Bear will be okay. 10:02 to play in the game. The Buckeyes leading 28-0. And Bear Lewis limps off the field. He is under his own power, but
looks like an ankle. He's up walking around now. Bear's very tough. 116 yards so far tonight.
Buckeyes will have a 2nd down and 11 on their own 42-yard line.
I believe we'll see Arnold at tailback. Right now we got
Talbert lining up beside Jay Edwards out of the shotgun. Buckeyes 2nd and 11 from their own 42. Edwards back to pass. Now throws over the middle, and he hits his man. It looks like enough for a Buckeye 1st down on the forward progress. Down to the Trimble 47. Nathan Fox on the reception.
Nathan Fox.
Might as well add something else to what he's done tonight.
He has had one heck of a game. Nathan's in the zone tonight.
As the old saying goes, he is also selling popcorn at halftime.
Yeah.
Buckeyes 1st and 10. No, pardon me, it's 3rd and 1. They may measure this.
And they are.
9:52 to play in the 4th quarter.
This game 8-0 at halftime. Buckeyes come out and score 20 unanswered points. The Buckeyes pitching a shutout defensively. And it's a 1st down by the nose of the ball.
1st down, Nelsonville-York. Of course, games last night, Marietta defeated Athens. Belpre all over Eastern. Meigs defeated Fairland. Again, we talked about the nice win by Vinton County over Minford. Wellston also with a nice win over Rock Hill.
Yeah.
And Logan defeats
yes, that was a big
Gallup Police down at Gallia Academy.
That was a big one for Logan.
Buckeyes out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the Trimble 47. Jay Edwards back to pass. Now being rushed, comes to this side. And Jay will go down back at the Buckeye 43. And that'll be a loss of about 9. $9:20 to play in the 4th quarter.
He's going to lose about 12 yards altogether on the play. 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That'll bring off their total there.
Buckeyes back on their own 42-yard line out of the shotgun. And Edwards hands it off to Zach Talbert. Talbert breaks away and takes it out to midfield. Gain of about 8 for Zach, and the Buckeyes will have a 3rd down and about 13.
And I think we're going to see Bear Lewis come back into the game. Or no, they're still looking at Bear's ankle right now. And he was up walking without limping, so they may keep him out the rest of the night. Barrick brings play in for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes 3rd and 13 at midfield, leading 28-0. 8:14 to play in the 4th quarter. Jay Edwards out of the shotgun. Option coming this side. Jay fakes the pitch and keeps it himself around the left side, and he's got a Buckeye 1st down. Jay takes it to the Trimble 34-yard line.
$121 yards rushing on a night for Jay.
Again, he came into this game averaging 9.5 yards a carry, Jay Edwards. And that'll work.
15 carries tonight.
1st and 10 for the Buckeyes at the Trimble 34. Edwards out of the shotgun. Options it out. Pitch out.
Arnold.
And Arnold will take it down inside the Trimble 25 to the 24.
Just a freshman right there running. Folks, he runs downhill. He absolutely turns north and south and goes towards the goal line.
A gain of 9 for Derek Arnold. He's just a freshman for the Buckeyes. 7:05 to play. Buckeyes with it at the Tomcat 25-yard line. Talbert at fullback, Arnold at tailback, Jay Edwards at quarterback. And the ball's loose, and Trimble may have it.
Buckeyes with their 4th turnover of the night. 4th turnover. The Buckeyes playing a little bit sloppy.
So the Tomcats take over. Back on their own 25-yard line. 6:38 to play in the game. The Buckeyes leading 28-0. A lot of turnovers in this game. The Buckeyes have, as you said, turned it over 4 times. Trimble's turned it over 2 or 3 times.
Buckeyes subbing in some players here. We got, as I said, Austin McDonald at the defensive end on this side. We got Robert Norway in at linebacker now. A couple younger Buckeyes.
And the Buckeyes call timeout. Running down the Nelsonville-York cheerleaders, Ariel Mulford, captain, Kendra Smathers, captain, Ashley Walter, Kristen Dan Mitchell, Tiffany Kiefer, Bethany McCullough, Amanda Smathers, Raven Kyle, Lauren Bunning, Leah Walbrown, Sarah Mitchell, Misty McLean, Heather Hartley, and Erica Robson.
And they're down there, folks. Just trust us. As we said, a capacity crowd here tonight.
And again, what a beautiful stadium here at Boston Field. The new synthetic turf, and of course the new stands on this side. Last year they put in the new visitor stands across the way. Tomcats with it on their own 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. Pitch out goes on the right side to Blake Fouts.
Robert Norway
Fouts will go down at the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 5.
Robert Norway from the linebacker position runs him down. Fouts having a nice night on the ground. I have him at 74 yards.
Of course, the last 3 years, the Buckeyes have been very successful. Won the league all 3 years, gone to the playoffs, but they started the season each of those 3 years 2-3.
This is their best
start. Not this year. They'll be 4-1 after tonight.
Best start.
Tomcats 2nd down and 5 from their own 30.
Little trap.
And it looks like Trimble's got the 1st down. The ball carrier crosses the 35 to about the 36.
Robert Norway once again on the tackle for the Buckeyes. Number 40 on the carry. That's Scott Bykowski.
5:49 to play in the 4th quarter. Buckeyes leading 28-0. 1st down and 10 for the Tomcats. 5-yard face mask on the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes with 66 yards and minus yardage tackles tonight with the sacks. Negative 66 yards counted against the Tomcats.
Trimble on their own 41 and a legal procedure on Trimble.
And they'll give the 5 yards right back to the Buckeyes. But it will be 1st and 15.
Tomcats.
I think we got Zach Talbert in there at linebacker, and I'll tell you, he is a natural linebacker. Played
First
it all.
and 15 for Trimble.
He's scraping in there.
Pass thrown and nearly picked off by Nathan Fox.
Fox all over it. Jarek Dexter with big pressure in there for the Buckeyes. Nathan Fox, this is his game tonight.
5.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter here at Boston Field. Trimble now with a 2nd and 15 back on their own 36-yard line.
Buckeyes with some of their younger players in there. Of course, freshmen in Arnold and McDonald, a sophomore. Norway, a sophomore. And a big hit in the backfield. And that's going to be Arnold once again.
And a late flag comes in. And a little scuffle on the far side.
I'll tell you, Patrick Norway was telling the referee something the play before that. I'm telling you, he told him to watch something, and he saw it because he pointed right back.
Like conduct on Trimble.
He pointed right back at the referee and shook his head. Heads up play there by Norway.
Ball spotted back at the Trimble 18-yard line. And they need to get it to the Buckeye 49 for a first down. So will be 3rd down and about 33 for the Tomcats.
Zach Talbert in there at linebacker along with Robert Norway.
Isaac Stanley at quarterback for Trimble. Back to pass, throws over the middle, and it's nearly picked off by Patrick Norway.
Norway had it in the breadbasket and dropped it.
Intended receiver was Mark Chrisman. So Trimble will have to punt on 4th and 33 on their own 18. 5:17 remaining in the game.
Trevor Pollock coming off field. He's played that whole defensive line's played a nice game tonight.
Looks like Joe Ing will punt it away for Trimble. Arnold and Edwards back deep to receive the punt.
Zach Talbert almost getting a piece of that.
That's out of bounds right around the Trimble 42.
Looks like they're going to mark it up about to 44.
5:11 to play in the fourth quarter. The Buckeyes leading 28-0. Again, next week, Nelsonville-York travels down to MacArthur to take on the Vinton County Vikings. Trimble will play at Eastern. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Trimble 45. Arnold at the running back position. Edwards at quarterback, pitches it out. And Arnold is taken down right at midfield.
Don't want to leave your feet.
And that'll be a loss of 5. 2nd and 15 for the Buckeyes. .444 to play in the fourth quarter. Buckeyes 2nd down and about 15 on the Trimble 49. Buckeyes with a couple of receivers split out on each side. Talbert at running back, Edwards at quarterback. Takes a snap, hands it off to Zach Talbert. Talbert breaks a tackle, crosses the 40 of Trimble, the 35, and takes it down to the 29-yard line. Nice game.
Nice run by Zach Talbert.
20-yard gain by Zach Talbert.
Talbert with 44 yards on the night. he's going to move the Buckeyes ahead. Offensive line doing a much better job in the second half.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Tomcat 29, 4:11 to play. Nelsonville-York out of the eye. Talbert at fullback, Arnold at tailback, Edwards at quarterback. Handoff goes to Arnold, big hole, and Arnold will take it down to the 20, a gain of about 9.
Band strikes up the tune, and some of the fans starting to file out.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 1 at the Trimble 20. Edwards takes the snap, and he'll hand it off to Arnold. And Arnold will take it down to the 11-yard line.
Arnold fumbled the ball, actually, and I think Zach Talbert jumped back on it. And he did. Arnold fumbled that ball, and they pick up the 1st down, but Zach Talbert with a heads-up play.
And he takes it down to the 12-yard line of Trimble.
Hold on to that ball. Hold on to that ball. Just a freshman.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line of the Tomcats.
That's the 5th time the Buckeyes have fumbled tonight. Didn't turn it over that time, though.
Edwards will keep it himself. And he'll be taken down. He picks up a couple to the 11. 2.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. The Buckeyes leading 28-0. 2nd down and 8 for Nelsonville-York at the 11 of Trimble.
And it has been a nice night for football. Did not think it'd turn out this way. The weather really threatening rain, but
Edwards takes a snap, hands it off to Arnold around the right side. Derek Arnold.
Touchdown. Oh, he's going to be out on the 1.
Right about the half-yard lines where they spot it. Nice run by Arnold.
I thought he was in there.
I imagine the Buckeyes will give him another opportunity here on 1st and goal.
Well, let's hope he gets it in there.
He's going to be fun to watch carry the ball for the Buckeyes in the years to come.
Good speed, good speed. Just a freshman in there, and just a sophomore in there at fullback for the Buckeyes. Micah Covert split out on the left side for the Bucks.
Buckeyes 1st and goal at the Trimble 1. And handoff goes to Talbert.
Talbert's in for the score.
And he's in for a touchdown. And it's 34-0 Buckeyes with 1:48 to play.
On the call-in show last night, I heard Rebecca Dalton say 35-0. They're an extra point away from making her look like Jimmy the Greek.
And she told him you need to kick the extra point here instead of going for 2.
Kick the extra point, cover the spread.
Extra point attempt by the Buckeyes. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 1:48 to play in the 4th quarter, it's the Buckeyes 35 and the Tomcats 0. Buckeye band playing for the fans. Once again, kicking for Nelsonville-York will be Mark Campbell. Campbell with the approach and the kick, and it's a little squib. And the Tomcats will cover it up on their own 40. 1:46 remaining. The Buckeyes will up their record to 4-1, and Trimble will drop to 3-2. Tomcats 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
Rob Zarley into the game for the Buckeyes at tackle.
Stanley takes a snap and throws over the middle, and it is caught out to midfield. The ball's loose, and they say he did catch it and he was down.
So they're going to give him about 11 yards on the pass play.
Joe Ing on the reception for Trimble. Minute 39 to play. Tomcats out of the shotgun. Isaac Stanley will take the snap, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete, right in the hands of Joe Ing. Looked like he was looking to run before he actually secured the football. Falls incomplete. Nice pass by Isaac Stanley, put it right on the numbers. Minute 32 to play.
Yeah, that couldn't ask for a better pass there.
Buckeyes leading 35-0. Tomcats with the ball at midfield. 2nd down and 10 for Trimble. Stanley once again out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to this side. Pass out on the far side. I believe it's Joe Ing once again, and he'll cross the Buckeye 45 to the 44. He'll gain 6. And it's 3rd and 4.
Buckeyes trying to pitch a shutout, and the Tomcats trying not to be shut out.
1:08 to play in the 4th quarter. Tomcats out of the shotgun. Stanley takes the snap, being rushed, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Wow, he paid the price for that one. Adam Barber unloaded. He gets right back up. Tough kid.
1:02 to play in the 4th quarter, and it's 4th and 4 for Trimble.
One minute, 2 seconds left in the 4th.
Isaac Stanley out of the shotgun. Trimble needing 4 yards to keep this drive alive. Takes a snap, throws,
oh, Zach Talbert.
It's incomplete.
Zach Talbert had that ball picked.
Talbot read it well, stepped right in front, but falls incomplete, but the Buckeyes have held on downs, and they'll take over on their own 44-yard line, leading 35-0 with only 56 seconds remaining.
And I would say we'll take a knee. May run it up in the middle there with the young backs, but I would say this is take a knee time.
And Derek Arnold, the tailback, will drop way back.
Yeah,
the Buckeyes will take a knee. Jay Edwards at quarterback. Takes a snap and goes down on a knee. Clock running at 53 seconds.
And they'll spot the ball, and the Buckeyes will have to snap it at least one more time. They'll get that ball down under 25, 30 seconds, and then they'll snap it, and then that'll be the game.
Clock at 23 seconds. Jay Edwards takes the knee. And both teams heading for the center of the field. And the Buckeyes have come away with a big 35-0 win over the Tomcats. fireworks going off here at Nelsonville-York.
Mr. Cheeseman letting those fireworks off for us.
Big win for the Buckeyes. Again, both teams coming in at 3-1, and Nelsonville-York led 8-0 at halftime. It was 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Buckeyes led 8-0 at halftime, and then 28-0 at the end of the third quarter, and then the Buckeyes tacked on one more touchdown in the final 12 minutes. So the Buckeyes get the First National Bank trophy back. Nelsonville-York now with 24 wins against Trimble. Tomcats with 11, and there have been 2 ties. Again, 35-0. Buckeyes defeat the Tomcats.
And some of the statistics in the game tonight. First, the total yards for Trimble. They had 89 total yards. The Buckeyes with 333 total yards, 325 on the ground. They had a big sack there, so that brought their passing yards down to 8. And for the Buckeyes defensively, they had a negative 66 yards against Trimble with sacks. I think they had 8 or 9 sacks. Zach Talbert had a heck of a game at defensive line, putting the pressure on for the Buckeyes. Jay Edwards had 121 yards on 15 carries. He had an interception defensively, a touchdown offensively, and a 2-point conversion pass to Michael Barrick. Zach Talbert had a touchdown, 45 yards rushing. Bear Lewis, 14 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion run. And let me see, Michael Barrick with the 2-point conversion reception. The Buckeyes really did a nice job in the second half. Just an 8-0 score at halftime, and the Buckeyes come out and explode in the second half and dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball and get this thing going.
Key defensively for the Buckeyes was the pressure on Isaac Stanley. Again, I mentioned a couple times he came into this game with about 566 yards passing, and the Buckeyes were able to get good pressure on him, and that's what you need to do to a good quarterback, is get some heat on him.
And it's no fault of his. He was running for his life back there. I had him for 66 yards passing tonight with the sacks. That brings the total way down, but he had 66 yards passing and just run for his life back there.
Now we have the players of the games at the different positions. And first, the Nelsonville-York Special Teams Player of the Game. And
that's a no-brainer.
Nathan Fox.
Nathan with the 2 punt receptions that were just absolute bullets that he caught from his cornerback position. He run one down inside the 10-yard line to set up the first score for the Buckeyes, and then caught the other one and run it in for a touchdown himself. Didn't want to mess with bringing the offense on the field.
And that was sponsored by Dexter's Plumbing. The Nelsonville-York Defensive Player of the Game, big game by the Buckeyes, Zach Talbert.
Zach Talbert, he had a lot of help out there with Polly and Whitmore and those guys on that defensive line, Jarek Dexter. But Zach Talbert just was coming through there time after time, and he's so quick, you can't outrun him. And he had several sacks tonight and just applied pressure all night.
And also I'd like to mention that Special Teams Player of the Game sponsored by Dexter's Plumbing, the Defensive Player of the Game sponsored by Paradise Beach Tanning, and now the Offensive Player of the Game for Nelsonville-York sponsored by Lewis Floor Covering. And we've talked a lot about how well the Buckeye offensive line has played thus far this year. And
it starts up front. In that first half, they struggled, but one offensive lineman stood out even in that first half, and that was Jarek Dexter, the center for the Buckeyes, a senior leader out there, and he just absolutely destroyed the nose guard all night, shoving him around and there's the first time you give it to these backs, both backs. I've talked to Bear Lewis, I've talked to Jay Edwards, and they always give the credit to their linemen, and they always start with Jarek. So Jarek with a well-deserved offensive player of the game.
Again, the Buckeyes with a big win over Trimble here tonight at Boston Field. Nelsonville-York, they upped their record to 4-1. The Tomcats dropped to 3-2, and again, league play starts next week. The Buckeyes in the Ohio Division will travel to Vinton County. Trimble in the Hocking Division of the Tri-Valley Conference will travel down to Eastern. Once again, the final score here at Boston Field, it was the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes 35 and the Trimble Tomcats nothing. For Bo Newland on camera and Jason Andrews, this is Jim McCumber saying, so long, everybody.